Champaign, Illinois, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UConn Huskies, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense will get first crack at it here. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
UConn quick to the line. He'll throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. They'll go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Working that left side now. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Harbor. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. The Fighting Illini facing a third and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach. happy with that.
UConn going back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Huskies will hustle to the line. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition.
Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Wants to go up top on first down. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In our last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Find some fresh air. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To the air. It's Harbor. Finds his tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Unloads quickly. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He makes the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Catch in the middle, it's Crispin. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
All down, but they'll move the the sticks as he picks up the first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. They'll ride the hot hand. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Harbor. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still,
it's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Running behind that left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Defense.
Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The give out of the gun. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the right side. Shakes off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
and as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
When you see them there taking a shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Punt punt is in the air. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Dixon. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. Back to pass, it's Harbor. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dixon. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. Still running at the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They'll try the run. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. The play-action fake. That's caught. It's Moore. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. UConn quick to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook.
Touchdown, Huskies! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive tries, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Quickly complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Harbor. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Dixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Grabbed in the middle. It's Crispin. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those...
Touchdown, Fighting Illini. A great catch and run for 6.
And I I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Harbor. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never enough. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
UConn has it teed up to start this 2nd half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No on that one for a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They go to the ground. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. They'll go back to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Huskies want to move quickly.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. UConn will have to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Illini with mere inches to gain on third down. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe he needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Harbour. Catch in the middle, it's Crispin. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the ground with the back. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so far.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Sets up the screen. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out. They'll try to do better this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
UConn quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Look at that toughness. Oh, he did it again. Huge gain, but before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Husky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
21.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his...
There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
UConn quick to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Gives it to the back on the draw. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UConn.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
To the air, it's Harbor. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. On target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Gashes the heart of the knee. He's at the 20. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UConn!
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work is done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the 2-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
They're going to run it. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Wants to throw. It's Harbor. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And after that incompletion, as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Got it in the middle. It's Todd. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. They think there's room to run to the right here. Makes it past the marker. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
No field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.